Hey guys, welcome to the channel. In this video, I am going to give you some tips that you can apply the next time you go out and shoot some low light photography. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Now the first tip is going to be shooting in RAW. Even if you are shooting with a phone, you are still able to download a number of apps that allow you to shoot in RAW. And what this helps it do is essentially capture a lot more data in the image, which will help you on later down the road when you go to edit, because things won't fall apart as much as if you were to just shoot in JPEG that doesn't have as much data stored in the image and doesn't really give you too much leeway to change colors or even exposure and things like that. So if you are able to, make sure you are shooting in RAW so that when you go to edit later on, you have a full, really nice detailed image that you can play around with and not worry about having a degradation in quality. Now, our next tip is going to be shooting in high ISO. What ISO essentially changes on your camera is it's going to boost the amount of ambient light that is readily available. Keep this in mind though, it does do this digitally, so you will gain some sort of noise or grainy image the higher of the ISO that you go. This will vary camera to camera. Some cameras are really good at processing this, while others may fall apart just after ISO 800. So I would recommend you go out, kind of test these things out, find that sweet spot for your camera, and then go ahead and shoot within that ISO range. Now, another really important tip to keep in mind is you are going to want to shoot in manual. This will allow you full control over what the camera is doing, meaning it will allow you to set things like your aperture, your shutter speed, your ISO, even your exposure compensation. And you want to be able to balance all those things so you can get a properly exposed image. Whereas if you were to put it on like aperture priority or even on auto, your camera will most likely struggle getting you a result that you actually want to get. So highly recommend putting your camera on full manual mode so you can unlock its full capabilities and adjust, fine-tune everything the way that you want it to look. Also, one really cool tip that your camera might have is a pop-up flash. You can definitely use that to your advantage just to get some more light in your photos. Some may be even like a pop-up flash like this. And what I would recommend is if you have a camera that kind of pops up like this for the flash, putting something in front of it to help you diffuse the light. This could be anything from like a small piece of white paper where the flash is going to pass through that and evenly distribute it a lot better than just a hard flash and give you that really harsh hard light. May not be something you're looking to accomplish in your photo using flash. So if you are looking to get a little bit of a softer light, just go ahead and use something like a piece of paper. Like I said, I've even seen people use disposable, somewhat transparent cups that you could shoot through. I mean, get creative with it. There are tons of different options. Basically, it's just going to be something that's a little bit translucent that will help basically spread and diffuse the light. And last but not least, especially for those who are looking to get some really nice bokeh in their image, you're going to want to shoot with a fast lens. And what that means is essentially shooting with a lens that has a very high aperture. For example, something like a 1.8 or a 2.8, things like that, because it'll help you capture a lot more light in the image without any consequences of losing any quality whatsoever. So, for example, I have a lens here, and we can see that by closing the aperture blades, we are not letting that much light in. Versus if we open them, you can see a lot more light is going to come into the lens, and then all that light will then go and pass into your sensor, thus giving you a lot more low light capabilities and flexibility when you go out and shoot in low light situations. Alright guys, well that is going to wrap up this video here. I hope you found it insightful and definitely learned something you can use the next time you go out and shoot some low light photography. As always, thanks for watching, and if you did enjoy it, please be sure to give us a thumbs up. It really does help the channel continue to grow. And if you have any topics that you want us to cover, go ahead and leave it down in the comments and we will go ahead and take a look at them. Thanks guys, and I will see you all in the next one.